Will Smith is a simple guy from Philadelphia who achieved incredible success twice, in the mid-80s, becoming a pioneer in the genre of comedic hip-hop, and 10 years later, gaining recognition from audiences and critics worldwide. Among his most outstanding works are the films Independence Day, Men in Black, Bad Boys, Robot, I Am Legend, The Pursuit of Happiness, Hancock, and many other remarkable films that have become classics of Hollywood cinema. The actor has been nominated for an Oscar 3 times for Best Actor, in 2002, Ali, 2007, The Pursuit of Happiness, and in 2022, King Richard, and in 2022, the actor finally received the coveted statuette. Will Smith is the second of 4 children in a large family of a school teacher, Carol, and an engineer from a refrigeration company and former U.S. Air Force officer, Willard. He has an older sister, Pamela, and younger twin siblings, Harry and Ellen. When Will was 13, his parents divorced, but both his mother and father continued to have a significant influence on the children. His father often took Will and his siblings to work with him. "My father was a real hustler," the actor fondly recalls, in the sense that he would do anything to keep his children from starving. In childhood, Will's school friends called him nothing other than Prince. The actor earned this nickname thanks to his innate charm and quick wit. The young man could skillfully get out of any trouble, and besides, he excelled in his studies, debunking racial stereotypes. During the actor's youth, many black people in Philadelphia did indeed live in poverty, and there were plenty of drug addicts among them. But Willard Smith worked tirelessly to pull his family out of the bottom, and he taught his children perseverance above all else. "My father was tough, but not a tyrant. He always taught us courage. If he found out I was using drugs, he would have killed me. I'm not exaggerating. But he's my role model," Will said. In the end, Will graduated from high school with honors and received a scholarship offer from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, one of the world's top technical universities, but he declined because he preferred a career in show business. From childhood, Will was involved in contemporary music, and in his youth, he made rap his profession. Even in his youth, together with his best friend Jeff Towns, Will Smith formed the group DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Will wrote all the lyrics for the duo, and there were no swear words in any of the compositions, so DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince records could be purchased by teenagers without parental permission, which helped make the project commercially successful. On the other hand, performers of aggressive gangsta rap laughed at the guys, who, in their opinion, made sappy rap for girls. During this time, the actor remembered his forgotten music career and released 2 albums in a row, Millennium and Big Willie Style, which predictably became successful. At this moment, the older generation of stars began to take pride in Will. Whoopi Goldberg even called the young man her son. Another victory was not long in coming. The actor starred alongside Gene Hackman in the film Enemy of the State. However, his next work as a cowboy in the comedy Wild Wild West, directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, was a failure, although a track from the film once again conquered the American charts. The most unfortunate part is that for this film, Will Smith turned down the lead role in The Matrix, forever associating Neo with Keanu Reeves. Soon, the actor took on the iconic role of Muhammad Ali in the biographical film Ali. This film, which received numerous enthusiastic reviews, profoundly changed the actor himself. According to him, he pushed the limits of his physical, spiritual, and emotional capabilities. Will Smith approached the role very seriously. He exhausted himself with 6-hour daily workouts, followed a boxer's diet, and gained 15 kilograms of muscle mass. In addition, Will learned the language and temporarily abstained from sex, just like his character. After the release of the film, Smith didn't even need to worry about his future. Every year, the actor appeared in several films. But he still played bumbling cops and alien fighters. Will diligently cracked jokes and goofed around in Men in Black 2 and Bad Boys 2. During this time, the actor decided to transition to dramatic roles to find emotional and professional balance. Smith's key work was the role of a strong and serious detective in the action film Robot, directed by Alex Proyas. In the following years, Will Smith carefully chose his roles, only taking on significant characters rather than ordinary ones. For example, the actor portrayed a doctor-turned-matchmaker in the 2005 romantic comedy Hitch, and a heroic single father in the 2006 drama The Pursuit of Happiness, where his son, Jaden Smith, also starred. In 2007, his character became the sole survivor in New York from the film I Am Legend. Following this, his portfolio expanded to include a man in love with a terminally ill girl in the drama titled 7 Pounds. Next came the role of a homeless superhero in the comedy Hancock, alongside Atticus Shaffer and Charlize Theron. After such an impressive filmography, Will Smith doesn't need to appear on the big screen every year. Among his recent works are the intricate crime drama Focus, in tandem with the stunning Margot Robbie, the tragic detective thriller The Defender, and the comedic superhero film Suicide Squad. In Suicide Squad, Will Smith played the role of anti-superhero, the hired assassin Deadshot. It's noteworthy that many Hollywood stars vied for this role: Keanu Reeves, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and even Johnny Depp, but director David Ayer ultimately chose Smith. For this role, the actor had to shave his head and undergo military-style shooting training. In 2017, Will delighted audiences with his performance in the action comedy Bright. The story unfolds in an alternative reality where fantasy creatures live alongside ordinary people. Smith's character, Daryl Ward, works in the police force, and he is assigned an orc named Jacoby, Joel Edgerton, as his partner. He becomes the first mythical creature on the police force, which leads to ridicule from both humans and his fellow creatures. For 3 years, Will Smith lived with his first wife, Sherry Zampino. In 1995, the actor divorced her. Will Smith's eldest son, Willard Christopher Smith III, but everyone calls him Trey, chose to live with his mother. The actor's second spouse was his colleague in the industry, Jada Pinkett. Will met this beautiful mulatto woman during her audition for the role of his partner in the series about The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. At that time, the slender and fragile Jada didn't seem suitable for the towering 2-meter Will Smith, and the girl left empty-handed. But that didn't stop them from becoming friends in real life, and when Will Smith's first marriage began to crack, he remembered forgotten feelings. The couple had a son, Jaden, 1998, and a daughter, Willow, in 2000. Jada may not be as popular an actress as her superstar husband, but she can still boast an impressive filmography. Among her recent notable works are the series Gotham and the comedy Bad Moms. Harmony reigns in the Smith family. Jada calmly accepts rumors that arise around her husband's personal life after the premiere of every film in which there's a romantic storyline. I'm okay with Will being attracted to other women. After all, if he doesn't appreciate female beauty in others, how can he admire mine? Jaden Smith, the son of Will and Jada, tries his hand at both acting and rap. Although his initial opportunities are not comparable to what his father had in his time, his creativity doesn't always receive as positive responses. While critics hailed his role in The Pursuit of Happiness as a breakthrough, his performance in the movie After Earth was deemed unconvincing, and the film itself received extremely low ratings. By 2017, the young man realized that he wouldn't become a great actor and began to focus on rap. Will Smith, of course, supports his son, but doesn't miss the chance to tease him. For instance, Will amusingly parodied Jaden's music video for the song Icon, poking fun at the poor editing and the teenager's pretentious behavior. Willow Smith also tried her hand at acting, making her debut at a tender age in I Am Legend, alongside her father, but later she also switched her career from acting to music. In 2019, her first solo album, Willow, was released. Periodic rumors of discord in Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's family are repeatedly debunked by the spouses, appearing on TV shows and at social events. The looks exchanged between the Smith couple convey exceptional love and care. As Will admitted, in 2010, he and Jada were indeed on the brink of divorce. They separated and stopped calling themselves husband and wife, although they didn't file for divorce. But noticing how much their separation affected the children, the spouses decided to try again. Now Will proudly declares, I can't leave my queen. Both Will and Jada are environmental advocates. They have invested in QuidNet Energy, specializing in renewable energy production, and in Just Water, whose drinking water is packaged in biodegradable packaging. In recent years, Will Smith has been heavily involved in executive producing the series Cobra Kai, the drama Life in a Year, The Karate Kid 2. His plans include shooting a sequel to Hancock, although the status of the project is currently undetermined. Additionally, as a director, Will Smith intends to film the biblical legend of Cain and Abel with a vampiric twist. In 2019, after a 2-year hiatus, Will Smith returned to the screen, brilliantly portraying the genie in the live-action adaptation of Disney's animated film Aladdin. Critics' reviews of the musical film were mixed. Disney was criticized for exploiting the nostalgic feelings of viewers whose childhoods were in the 90s. However, everyone unanimously praised Will's performance. He endowed the genie with the required charisma and delivered several musical numbers with gusto. The actor surprised fans by appearing in the film Student of the Year 2, an Indian production. He danced alongside Bollywood stars but honestly admitted beforehand, I can't dance. Everything you've seen in my movies is just an illusion that I've successfully maintained all these years. Will was clearly fibbing, at least, he moved no worse than the other characters in that video. In 2020, Will Smith lent his voice to the main character in the animated film Spies in Disguise. That same year, the film Bad Boys for Life was released, and the premiere of the 4th installment of the action comedy is scheduled for 2021. On the set, Will Smith reunited with his old partner Martin Lawrence. In 2021, the premiere of the film King Richard also took place, with Will Smith in the lead role. The film is not about the British king but about the father of tennis players Serena and Venus Williams, who was also their first coach. The creators hadn't even announced the start of the project when another racial scandal erupted in the mass media. Will Smith turned out to be much lighter skinned than the Real Richard Williams. This phenomenon has its term, colorism, where discrimination occurs within people of the same race or ethnic group. However, after the film was released, all of this took a back seat. The film was highly praised by critics, as was Will Smith's performance. Fully revealed his dramatic talent, read the reviews. For his work in King Richard, Will Smith was nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor. The ceremony was not without its incidents. Show host Chris Rock made an ill-advised joke about the unusually short haircut of Will's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, who suffers from alopecia. Without saying a word, Smith walked onto the stage and punched Chris. The blow was loud and definitely painful, but Rock managed to keep a smile on his face. And half an hour later, Will Smith stepped onto the stage again, this time to receive the well-deserved award for his role as Richard Williams. During his speech, he barely held back tears and spoke words clearly referring to what had happened just before. "I know that to do what we do, you have to be able to endure insults, and people talking about you. In this business, you need people to disrespect you. And you have to smile and pretend like everything's okay." Thank you for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Soon, a very interesting video will be released.